I learned the hard way. And the things you start doing matter even more than the things you stop doing when you want to lose weight. Let me explain. When I was 32, I was overweight. And if I'm honest, since I have memory, I had always been on a diet. I grew up in Venezuela, and the way we look there, oh my God, it's everything. I even went through a bulimic period when I was around 16. Thank goodness I was smart enough and had enough strength to stop it all by myself. And but after that were diets after diets after diets. Then after something that changed my life, I literally gained 15 pounds in a month. It was crazy, and to me it was one of my biggest fears, because as I mentioned before, since I had memory, I was always on a diet. So after going doctor after doctor and getting the same response, you're just eating too much and you're not moving enough, and being super frustrated because I was not, I decided to start researching, because yes, I am a nerd and I need to know and learn absolutely everything. And I decided to try something that went completely against everything that I had always learned. And I always heard, if you want to lose weight, you need to eat less, you need to work out more, count your calories, cut all carbs, don't eat fat because you're gonna get fat. So at that point, the only thing I ate, I remember every single day I will eat boiled chicken breast with broccoli or asparagus every single day. I was so sick and tired of it. On top of that, I was waking up at 4 in the morning to do 1 hour of cardio and then 1 hour of super intense weights. And the only thing I got was nothing. I was not losing the weight. I was frustrated. On top of that, my hair was falling out. I couldn't sleep properly. I realized that I will get headaches every single day at the same time, the same with cravings. So I start watching these patterns and I start researching and going deep into each symptom, and I start realizing that my body was talking to me and was telling me things. It's just I never heard it before. And reality is nobody teaches to listen to our bodies, right? But I did. And here is when everything changed. I stopped doing what everyone had always tell us about eat less and work out more. And I start adding more to my plate. I start adding more protein. I start eating carbs. I start eating good fats. And it was like my body was relaxing. And there is when I understood what was survival mode. Also, I realized that until I didn't process that thing that happened, that was a before and after to me, I would not be able to get completely out of this survival mode. And was when I start learning how to regulate my nervous system. So today I want to share with you the things that I added instead of removing to help me lose all the extra weight and feel today at 48 way better and look way better than I did back in my 20s. So let's start with the first one, food. We are going to eat until we die. So we better learn to do it in a way that we're actually nourishing our body instead of punishing it. So I focus in protein, but not only protein. I start adding, like I said, carbs, and before that I was terrified of carbs. So now I eat sweet potatoes and plantains. Those are my two favorite, and fruit. I eat blueberries almost every day. I love pineapple. Veggies are carbs as well. It's just we are not used to hearing that. But now carbs are part of my daily diet. I don't like the word diet, even though it's the right one, but we are used to like diet restriction, and it's not the same. Fats, I do use oil. I cook with avocado oil. I eat avocados. I use coconut oil. Oils are great for us, not just for our bodies, are amazing for our brain, are amazing for our hormones. We need good fats. Our body needs it. The second thing I changed was the way I was moving my body. As I told you earlier, I used to wake up at 4 in the morning to do 1 hour of crazy cardio, then 1 hour of crazy weights. I stopped that. I actually quit the gym for a while and I started just walking. Something that I realized and was very powerful and very helpful is I start walking after my meals, especially after dinner. I will walk around the house for 10 to 15 minutes, nothing crazy. I'm not talking about running, jogging, I'm not talking about buying a treadmill, just walking. That little thing was huge, and it has an explanation. So first of all, when you walk, your stress goes down. Second of all, walking actually stabilizes blood sugar. And third, when you walk right after eating, it helps with digestion. So it has a lot of benefits. Later on, I added weights. Now I do weights again, but in a very different way. I honestly, sometimes most of the times I finish working out and I'm not even sweating, because it's not about killing myself. It's about control, slow movements to help those muscles grow, get strong. Not only to be in shape, then I love it, but that's not only it. It's actually to be healthy, to be strong, to be able to be, I don't know, 80, 90 and feel the way I feel today at 48. I also made other little changes, like I never park next to the place I'm going. I'm the one who parked the farthest, unless it's raining, of course. And the other thing is, every time I have the opportunity to use the stairs, I do that instead of using an elevator. And the third thing I did, and is the most important one, I touched a little bit on it earlier, learn to regulate my nervous system. I know life is stressful, trust me. I have gone through so much, but you know what? Those are moments, and the day we learn to let them go as moments, our life change. Now it's way easier for me to do it without tools, but when I started, I use tools, and I still do sometimes, don't take me wrong. So my favorite tools to regulate my nervous system are box breathing, tapping, and cold water. I still do my cold shower every single day. And I know you're crazy, Selene. That's so uncomfortable. It was uncomfortable for a while, I'm not gonna lie to you. But now the funny part is, after I finish my shower, if I don't turn off the hot water and turn all the way the cold one, my body is like asking me for it. It's crazy. So box breathing, tapping, cold water are many other resources that can help you regulate your nervous system. And the reason because this is so important is when your body, my love, is under constant stress, your cortisol is high all the time. And when our cortisol is high all the time, we end up with chronic inflammation. And a body with chronic inflammation is a body that do not feel safe. And a body that doesn't feel safe hold on to everything, including the fat and of course the extra weight. So that's why it's so important to relax and let go of things. Plus, we need that to be happier as well. So if you relate to what I'm saying, and it's like, oh my God, that makes sense, but you just don't know where to start, just join my 12-day reset challenge. The women who join my challenge lose 2 to 5 pounds in only 12 days. And they also feel way more energized, they feel less bloated and no more cravings. They love it, and I cannot wait to see you there and help you every step of the way. I love you.